Up next on Lion TV, we have a story on a standout sophomore quarterback with a bow and a brand new Lion of the Week line stepper with Kat Brimman.
And me, Elias Griffin, with all your weekend weather updates. All that and more, Lion TV starts now.
Happy Friday, Cersei, and welcome back to Lion TV. I'm Reagan Tyler.
And I'm Ezra Ployd. Now let's get to today's announcements.
Students, Jostens will be on campus Friday, December 5th to deliver juniors' class rings. Juniors and seniors who have paid in full for their class ring will be called by the office to the cafeteria lobby after attendance has been taken for second period.
The Arkansas Tech University English and World Languages Department is excited to announce our scholarship contest for high school seniors. We would love for you to share this opportunity with your students who enjoy writing. It's open to all high school seniors. Submissions may be a short story or up to 3 poems. Students should email their submission as a PDF attachment to engl@atu.edu.
The University of Central Arkansas Preview Day is this Friday, December 5th. Sign-up sheets are in the counselor's office. In order to attend this preview day, students must be in good academic standing in all of their classes, and students may not be in ISS or out-of-school suspension on the days of the previews. In addition, all students must be approved by the administration. Students who are permitted to go on the UCA preview day must arrive by 7:50 a.m. outside the East office. You will need to check in at 8 a.m. and the buses will leave by 8:05.
Cersei High School has their very own Mighty Roar Spirit Store, which is located in room 217. Students are asked to please enter through room 218, stop by and see what they have to offer, and help support this amazing store. Hey Reagan, there's some talk about an impressive sophomore quarterback that put on a show this past football season.
Bo Bramlett has the story of how this young QB helped propel this team into the playoffs.
There are many great quarterbacks in the state of Arkansas, but one stands out the most due to his performance on and off the field, being a great leader and a phenomenal athlete. Despite only being a sophomore, Jacob Miles has shown great leadership and determination on the field.
I don't know, I like the competitiveness, so it's always fun going out and playing. Yeah, I kind of knew. I put a lot of work in the summer, but me and Drew make each other better every day in practice, so I think it's good to have him in the room.
Half-yard line, and Miles is going to run in the end zone for a touchdown.
Jacob Miles is a great friend to his teammates and is always helping people and putting them on his back to help them achieve their goals.
Jacob Miles, he's a good friend to me, That I had to remind Jacob he has to throw it, not run it to the defense of the different schools in Arkansas.
Miles back to throw. Oh, got a player down, no flag, and touchdown Cersei.
Despite Jacob's skill, he has many great teammates around him to make their team one of the best in the state.
My wide receivers always make me look good, so I appreciate them a lot. I don't know, I think we have a chance to be good the next 3 years, or as long as my grade's on the team. Hopefully make a run in the playoffs and just see how far we can make it.
Again, 9:55 remaining. Miles going to run straight ahead. He's got a lane touchdown. Jacob Miles doing a great job.
Since Jacob Miles is so young, he still has plenty of time to continue to improve his skills and have even greater success in the future. Now back to the news desk.
Wow, it's impressive how much success he has had at such a young age.
It really is, Azariah. The FDA is recalling multiple brands of shredded cheese sold in Arkansas, warning that they may contain metal fragments. More than 1 million bags of shredded cheese are being recalled from major retailers across 31 states. The recall comes from cheeses sold by the Ohio Great Lakes Company.
A Hong Kong apartment fire has killed at least 159 people. The fire started last Wednesday where 7 of the 8 buildings caught on fire. So far, 21 people have been arrested in relation to the case. 6 of the 21 were from a fire installation contractor where they are believed to have deactivated some of the fire alarms at the complex while renovating it and then making some false statements to the fire services department.
On Wednesday, Israel said it launched an airstrike on a Hamas militant in southern Gaza late Wednesday in retaliation for an attack earlier that day that wounded 5 Israeli soldiers. The strike was the latest test for a fragile ceasefire that held up since October, despite claims of violations from both sides. Israel has accused Hamas of ceasefire violations before launching strikes that killed 104 people in late October and 33 people in late November.
I was ready for it to be cold, but not this cold.
Let's send it over to Elias Griffin to see if we can warm up a little bit this weekend.
Good morning, Cersei. I'm Elias Griffin here with your weekly weather updates. Today, it'll be partly cloudy skies, high of 42, rain at 5% chance, wind going west-southwest 5 miles per hour, humidity at 76%, and your sun rose at 7:01 a.m. On to tonight. Tonight, it'll be partly cloudy skies with a low of 30, rain at 8% chance, winds west-southwest 3 miles per hour, humidity at a 93%, and sunset at 4:54 p.m. On to the almanac. Your last 7 days average is 56% high, 27-degree low. Monthly average of precipitation is 4.91 inches, and your month to date is 0.24 inches. On to the 5cast. Saturday, it'll be mostly cloudy with a high of 47 degrees, a low of 35 degrees, and a 19% chance of rain. On Sunday, it'll be mostly cloudy with 47-degree high, 31-degree low, and a 17% chance of rain. On Monday, it'll be partly cloudy with 45-degree high, 30-degree low, and a 5% chance of rain. On Tuesday, it'll be sunny with a 53-degree high, 39-degree low, and a 7% chance of rain. And on Wednesday, it'll be partly cloudy skies with a high of 62, low of 39, and rain at a 5% chance. Looks like it's getting a little less cloudy out there, Cersei. Now back to you at the news desk.
Thanks for the update, Elias. I'm ready for some lunch. What's for lunch today, Reagan?
Today for lunch, we'll be having chicken Philly cheesesteak, classic pepperoni pizza, chicken and chili crispito, crispy chicken sandwich, buffalo chicken wrap, and fresh whole fruit and milk.
That sounds great. Remember to thank our lunch ladies for giving us such great food.
We've got a pretty fun dance team.
Yep, and we've got Kat Bremen shining a spotlight on one of the members.
Welcome back to a new episode of Light of the Week, and today we have a very special guest here today, Dondria Bailey. So Dondria, tell me a little about yourself and your experience with dance.
So I first started dance in 10th grade, and I tried out for the team, and then I've been on it ever since now. And I feel like I haven't had too bad of a run with dance. It's been pretty enjoyable. There's always a challenge with everything, but it's been really nice, and it's been a good experience to be with the girls on the team and just make new friends.
And what do you think the important qualities for a successful team?
I think some important qualities a successful team should have is to just be willing to work together, because there's always new ideas that we have, there's always things that we need to work out. Just to be a good listener, because there's always stuff that is brought to our attention and that we need to focus on and make sure that we know.
What do you consider your biggest weakness, and how have you been working to improve it?
I'd say probably one of my biggest weaknesses is just keeping up with everything, because like there's always a lot going on. There's always a game or an event or just something that we have to do or get done, and it's just hard to sometimes keep up with that and stuff outside of dance. So I would say that's one of my biggest weaknesses.
Can anyone join?
I wouldn't say that just anyone could join, just because you have to have a certain level of work ethic and just to work around and with a team, being on a dance team especially. So I don't think just anyone could join, but I think plenty of people could though.
And finally, what do you think about your team members?
I think my team members are awesome. I couldn't ask for any other team members. Everybody's very helpful. We're very welcoming when there's new people on the team, and it's just a really good environment.
Well, thank you, Dondrea. Well, Cersei, that's all the time we left in this week's Live Week. I'm Kat Berenson, and back to the anchors at the news desk.
Thanks, Kat.
I can't wait to see what the dance team has in store for us this year.
We've got a few changes in the sports world recently.
That's right, and we've got Bo Brandlet for all our sports updates.
Happy Friday, Cersei High. I hope everybody had an amazing week. Now let's get into some sports news. In local news, our high school basketball team played home against Brooklyn Tuesday night. The Lady Lions came into the game still seeking their first win of the season and stand 0-6 on the year. The Lady Lions would go down 30-19 in the half, but would claw their way back, and with a minute left, only down 5 points. The Lions would stay strong on defense, getting the steal, and Mia Baker would hit a crucial 3 to cut Brooklyn's lead down to 2, with 10 seconds left. But that would not be enough for the Lions, as they would come up short 46-44. The men's team would play next, looking to go above 500 with a record already 2-2. The game wouldn't be close as the Lions could not get their offense rolling, ultimately being defeated 35-54. Both teams played Lone Oak last night and will have scores and highlights next show. In golf news, our very own Alex Miller would sign his letter of intent to play Division II golf for Arkansas Tech University. We look forward to see how his college career plays out. In national news, this week in college basketball featured 2 significant matchups that delivered both high-level play and dramatic finishes. Arkansas faced Louisville in a game that showcased dominant interior play and early momentum, while Duke and Florida battled it in a constant that came down to a final possession. Both games provided strong indicators of where these programs currently stand as the season progresses. Arkansas established control of the game from the opening. Trevon Brazile set the tone with an impressive offensive start, scoring 14 points in the first 8 minutes and giving the Razorbacks immediate momentum. This early surge fueled an 18-5 Arkansas run that pushed the lead into double digits. By halftime, Arkansas had a commanding 47-29 advantage, largely due to its ability to dictate pace and win physical battles around the rim. Although Louisville responded more effectively in the second half, improving its shooting and briefly threatening to close the gap, the Razorbacks' dominance on the boards ultimately decided the game. Arkansas out-rebounded Louisville 46-36, including 18 offensive rebounds, which translated into 27 second-chance points. These extra possessions constantly disrupted Louisville's attempt to shift momentum. Key performances further solidified Arkansas's win. Brazile finished with 21 points, while Darius Utkiff Jr. delivered a strong double-double with 17 points and 10 assists. Their contributions, paired with Arkansas's rebounding edge, allowed the Razorbacks to hand Louisville its first loss of the season with an 89-80 victory. Duke's matchup with Florida offered a different dynamic marked by significant shifts in momentum and a dramatic conclusion. Dukes controlled the first half with disciplined offense and steady defense pressure, taking a 36-24 lead into the break. However, the second half belonged largely to Florida, who climbed back into the game behind relentless offense and rebounding. The Gators collected 20 offensive rebounds, creating numerous scoring opportunities that gradually erased Duke's lead. The final minute of the game captured the intensity of the matchup. Florida took a 66-64 lead with 34 seconds remaining after a crucial three-pointer from Boogie Flan. Duke, suddenly trailing, needed a decisive response. That answer came from freshman Isaiah Evans, who had been 0 for 7 from three-point range before the possession. Despite the earlier struggles, Evans stepped confidently into a deep shot and knocked down the go-ahead 3 with 19.7 seconds left. Duke's defense held firm in the final moments, securing a narrow 67-6 victory. Cameron Boozer led Duke with 29 points, helping the Blue Devils remain undefeated while demonstrating their ability to withstand pressure in late-game situations. That's all the sports updates I have for you, Cersei. Now back to the news desk.
Thanks for the updates, Bo.
Well, that's all the time we have today for you, Cersei. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Cersei High Lion TV.
And to follow us on X at Lion TV, Instagram at Cersei Lion TV, and on Facebook at Cersei High Lion TV. Signing off, I'm Reagan Tyler.
And I'm Azariah Floyd. See you next week, Cersei.